following up on it.
Well, First Horizon, they got in a situation where we were going to get bought by TD Bank, and then TD got caught for money laundering. During the SEC approval process, they started auditing them and found out that, well, there's shenanigans they couldn't explain and couldn't remedy. That's what they called it. So they wouldn't approve it, so we canceled the merger. And when you cancel a merger like that, they had to pay us a big bunch of money. So they're trying to do AI now, and I'm like, Lord, you all can't even get the cloud to work. How the heck are you gonna get AI to work? Cool. They had mentioned something that we could still go after the girl, but they said something about a haunted house in town. I say we go after Gertrude.
Did they, I don't remember, did they say that they had heard of Gertrude or not?
I don't remember really talking about her too much. I think they just said that they hadn't heard of her.
Yeah, I think that
But
was
I think we knew from the fortune teller that it was supposed to. We were supposed to look for her at the mouth of the river where it turns into the lake, I believe, if I remember correctly.
There was also the fiasco around the tiger.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that, but we've warned the guards, so that's all we can do now.
Yep.
So is the mouth of the river in this, I'll say, town that we're in?
I think it's just northwest of the town.
It's a big lake that's north. And she said it was around the lake, if I remember correctly, right?
I think that's right. Either where the river meets the lake or close to the lake. Yeah. So we could go north. I thought maybe, I don't remember, but I thought maybe there was a path through a break in the forest. It looked like that you could get to the lake from the north, and then we could just head west along the bank and see what we find.
Is anybody else having problems with getting Roll20 running?
I'm in.
I can't get it. I can't even get the website
Yeah,
to
I'm
come up.
in.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's what I vote. But I'm just one Cheshire cat out of you group of kitties.
Still working on it. Nope, didn't do it. Can you send me a link? Because I wonder if my link has gotten corrupted somehow. Just put it in Discord for me. That worked fine. It even knows who I am. Yeah, something weird's going on then. Yep. Well, I had it bookmarked in the bookmark bar, but it still wouldn't work from there. Yeah. For now. If you bring up the map of the city, because I think it showed the lake.
Oh, David, since your character is pretty much Gambit, did you see that they're rebooting X-Men 97 from where they left off in the finale?
It's gonna hurt my feelings.
Is it?
Anything that they're doing right now is just shit.
Yeah, it's kind of true. I'm gonna watch it with Harp and see if he likes it. But that's I used to collect those. That was my heyday. Was that cartoon series? Used to collect the trading cards and all that stuff. Me and my cousin. So we'll give it a whirl.
Yeah, did you just see how badly, what is it, Mrs. Webb did?
I didn't know. I didn't look. That didn't seem appealing to me.
It's only made $6 million, and Rotten Tomatoes has it like at a 15%.
Oh, lovely, lovely.
Yeah, and a couple of the reviews I watched are like, you can't make any sense of the storyline. There is no real storyline. It's just crap.
Mm.
So
Well,
like, yeah,
hopefully they've got more to run on with X-Men. They've had a 10-year series with the thing. They could easily, hopefully, pick it back up and keep it going.
I saw one interview that they were doing, interviewing writers for different Marvel comics, and they were like, no, we were told not to even review the comics. So they're making stories up that they have no context for.
Where have we seen that before? Maybe we could look to, say, maybe Star Wars?
Yeah.
That has tons of novels and great stories that people love, and then we're just going to write our own and throw all that in the trash can?
Yeah.
How'd that do?
Yeah. And that's what I'm afraid they're going to do with Gambit. It was like they talked to like 7 or 8 different screenwriters, and all of them said no. We didn't look at the comics. We didn't look at any of this history. And I was like, and you're going to write a story that you're going to try and fit into. I'm like, wow, that's just obnoxious.
Yeah. Well, my favorites were always Beast and Gambit, but my favorite of all time was not an X-Man, but he actually is in this series. He's a fetus, but he's in it. I think he was in the old series one episode when he time traveled back to fight Bishop.
Yeah, Gambit and Rogue are my two. When they did a bunch of comics on just those two, I loved it.
Yeah. I always like Jubilee too,
Yeah.
but we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
And the
Right. So
end,
that north road is what goes to the lake, right?
that's what
Okay.
I thought. And we want to go here, out this gate.
I resupplied my weed, but nothing else.
Hang on. Actually, before we go, did the brother and sister ever catch up with us? Right, but did they ever catch back up with us? Okay, did we set any kind of meet back up date at the end? Okay. All right. All right. Well, we'll just tell the innkeeper on passing that, if two people show up looking for us, let them know we'll be back later tonight. No, if a young man and a young woman show up looking for us.
Oh,
How is she dressed? Not in. Can I ask Noy, do you know this person? Okay.
Noi is probably walking over to her though, because as much water as plants drink, we have one thirsty mushroom. So I would assume I'm going to have to try to steer Noi in the other direction.
Well, is this person, I mean, should we go discuss with this person, ask them if they know where, well, we already know where the kid is at, right? Or we think
We
out at the lake. So, okay, yeah, that's all right. Yeah, we're headed out the door then.
ask one of the guards at the gate, when do you guys close the gates and when can we get back in? Okay, understood. Didn't she say something about a bridge? I mean, I think we're gonna want to go like there,
Circle back around.
there,
Yeah, I agree.
and see what we can see because I thought she said that you're seeing her from like a bridge or something.
Yeah, I thought it was something about where the mouth of the river meets the lake or something.
Yeah, but you see all these mouths that it
That's
could be there.
true. That's true. But if you're talking about the bridge, I would think, yeah, making a circle and coming back through the western side of the town is probably the best idea just to scope it out, go for a
Just-
little mid morning walk.
Yeah, is that something we can do before the sun goes down? Okay. I mean, we're gonna go all the way around, come over here, and then come back in this gate here. We can make that whole trek? Okay, then that's the plan. Okay. It's not a little girl, is it? Yeah, it's not a little girl, is it? Okay. Yeah, I must start walking, this way, this direction, counterclockwise.
It probably shouldn't take us long, to be honest, maybe an hour, because if you take the like one side of the gate of the city to the other side, surely that doesn't take 20 minutes on foot, 25 minutes on foot to get from one side of a town to the other. So we could probably make this trek in like 3 hours, I would think, around the forest, 3 or 4 hours.
Well, I said is it a girl? So I guess I am. Doesn't mean I'm the only one that has to be doing that, but
I mean, I would be looking because I'm wondering. I would at least be looking because I'm looking for somebody. So, said perception or investigation.
Got a 6.
Oh, I always buy these when I have enough gold. I have a spyglass. I'm gonna pull it out and see what I can see with the spyglass. Yeah. Okay, I'm having problems tonight. So I'll just roll it twice because I don't have any pluses, so I have a +1. It's the first one. There's the second one. I just relay what I'm seeing to the team.
I guess we need to go check that out. That seems. We just found a mill that grinds children up, so I guess we better go check this out, and everybody keep your ears up.
How do we check out something in the middle of the lake?
Well, there's 2 other boats, right?
Are you just gonna steal a boat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there's 3 boats. We start rowing towards him, though. There's a chance he could row away. But Pog, you could float, right? Over water.
Yeah, that's up to. I thought about that, and I would probably, if it was me, if I had the fly spell, which is probably next level, I might say that, but I don't know that I would consider my cantrip self-given false story-driven levitation the ability to just fly over the water. That's up to Rod.
Well, I mean, we would first all get in the boat, but if he takes off towards the other shore,
But there's 4 of us. We need to take 2 per boat and 1 go either side.
Well, I don't have a very good strength. I'm Dexy as hell, but I've got a 12 strength.
Your strength is better than mine.
Okay.
How far out is he?
How big is one of these hexes? Is it 50 feet or 50 yards? I don't, oh my God.
Oh my lord, he's way out there.
Three-quarters of a mile. That's three-quarters of a mile.
He's about a mile out.
Or a mile even, yeah.
5,280 feet away.
Yeah, you got to remember nautical miles are a little bit longer.
I look around and say, is anyone here an excellent swimmer?
Nope. But I guess we need to get one of these boats going if we're going to go, and I think we all pile in.
Maybe not. Can anyone swim, Rocky? Are you a strong swimmer?
let me see.
Or the athletics, I guess.
I don't see athletics.
Hold on. It would be the 4th one down underneath Arcana on the skills, which will be just right to the right of intelligence and wisdom.
Arcana?
Yeah,
Okay.
it would be underneath Arcana.
Athletics, there it is. I got a +6.
There you go. So I'm going to has anybody got better than a 6? I'm assuming not. I'm going to pat Rocky on the back and say, Moose, Rocco, help the judge find his wallet. And Rocky, you are now invisible until you clamber up in the boat and see what this dude's doing. And the rest of us are just going to stand on the shore, whistling and looking around at the birds. Rocky's invisible if he wants to swim.
Yeah, I'll give it a try.
I'm going to dive into the water and change my form and become a sea elf.
Now what? You tell me you could do that?
Well, I don't tell people I can do that.
So
Misgal, did you know he could do that?
You don't really see it because I'm swimming away, but you would see that my hair color changed from like, what was it? Hang on, let me figure out exactly what it was. Oh, geez. I got to go back. I was looking to see if that race was in 5e, and it is. So I just wanted to make sure before, because it's a Pathfinder race typically, but they do have an aquatic elf. Yeah, I went from pale blonde to probably a bluish green. That's about all you would see, and my skin tone would change from tan or whatever or from dark to a blue green as well as I swim after that boat.
Miscule is going to flip a boat, get in, grab the oars, and tell Pog, come on and navigate, and start rowing.
I'm going to stand on the front with one hand in my coat and the other on an American flag, with my foot on the bow.
I was waiting for the image. I was seeing Titanic in your head.
Yeah, that's what I was going to Titanic myself, but crossing the Delaware will work.
Yep. I am, as an aquatic elf, sea elf.
And Rocky.
I'm going to change my race in D&D Beyond so I can see what that does to be that race. I have a swimming speed of 30 feet and I can breathe underwater. So, but I will give you that athletics check. No, that's just sea elves. They can breathe underwater. That's why I wanted to add that race to or change my race over so I can see what their abilities are.
Yes.
I'm gonna
You want to follow the boat just in case you get tired? and that way, if we are like, "Hey there," you can just we'll distract him. You jump in and thump him.
Instead of swimming, I'm in the boat with Pog and them. I'm just invisible. I do have everything with me. Uh, but I'm invisible. Right.
I'm
Miss
navigating.
Gill.
I guess Miss Gill's only one.
Thirty feet, so it's the same as walking. So if I double move, I can go 60 feet, I guess.
Do you swim?
Tybor.
I'm going to angle to the right of the rowboat.
Tybor's a stealth guy. Can you not hop in the boat and bust him in the back of the head with a hilt or something to knock him out while we're trying to get there to you?
I
Or you
don't
just
care.
want to like keep your head popped up
I don't have to breathe.
or stay underneath the water until you see
Yeah.
us get over there?
Yeah, he doesn't see me. I'm staying under the water the whole time. And
Does
I'm
he have
swimming.
does he have like an anchor or something you can like tie a rope to his rudder and then like go tie it down to like a rock or something? Ooh.
When we get there, I might be able to figure that out. But right now, I'm just swimming 60 feet per turn.
How far away are we from him now? About a half mile? Okay. I can't do anything yet.
Is he looking at, I guess I wouldn't know this since I'm underwater.
I will at 100 feet. I'll stand up and put my hand up to wave at him and say, "Hi there." I will, as soon as I see him moving around, I will say, "Hey, have you caught anything amazing?" My son's My son's yelling at me because I'm too loud.
Do I see something hit the water? I swim to it as fast as I can.
Okay.
And since I can breathe underwater, I'll take in oxygen and I'll blow it into the mouth of the little girl if I have to. It had an arm and a leg and it looked like or an arm and a head and it looked like a little girl. So I'm assuming it's a little girl.
He 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 also needs to make a wisdom saving throw or be stunned.
Oh, he did the hypnotic pattern.
He's standing there dumbfounded as long as he is not immune to illusion spells. Can I roll an Arcana to be able to tell that? Like it failed because? Oh, how about that? How about a crit? So I have like some kind of like Lord of the Rings, like my spell bounces back and like is rebuked by some other more powerful curse in my mind, and I tell Invisible Rocky and Miss Guile, I'm like, he's cursed. Be careful. I can't daze him. He's something else has taken his mind.
I'm swimming after it. And as soon as I can get to the bag, I'm going to undo the top of it, open it up, pull the little girl out, and blow air into her lungs. Summon one of my daggers and cut it. I blow air into her mouth. So I don't say anything to him. I just have her, and I'm going to drag her back this way and try and get her to the boat or surface enough to where I'm going to say, should I go to the shore? Take her to the shore. We do have room in the boat? Okay. Okay. So I'll hand her off to them.
So I'll help pull her up. And this girl, so there's 4, so now we've got 5.
And I do tell him he looked a little dumbfounded, like some kind of confusion thing was going on.
I'll look down to you and I'll say he's cursed. I can't stun him. Be careful. I don't know. Somebody else has got him. Like has captured his mind with magic.
Did I look like he was being controlled when you say he looked dumbfounded, or does he look like, what am I doing out here in the middle of the lake? Okay. Okay. So yeah, I'll confirm. Yeah, he kind of had that look on his face, like he's aware of what's going on, but it doesn't look like he is in control because his face is just blank. And then just basically say, what do you guys want to do? We got the girl. We could just go back to shore and leave him alone.
I can try to lasso his boat and we can see if we can row him in with us and then get him closer to shore and haul him in. And if we have to beat him to death, then so be it.
Let's find out who this little girl is. Let's ask her
Yeah,
what her name is.
guys, I'm gonna need some help rowing, like as in Rocky size help with this many people.
Yep.
Oh, I'm not in the boat. I'm gonna stay
Yeah,
in the water since I'm comfortable in the water in my current form.
I still,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll help row. So we're going to ask the little girl, what her name is, who she is, what happened.
Or a little bit of both, maybe.
Both. Yeah. Where's your home? Is that the town we just came from?
Yeah. So this is not the girl we were looking for.
And who was the guy that had you in the boat? Well, unless you guys want to drag him back, I'm all right with leaving him in the boat.
Yeah, so am I.
ask ask the little girl. Do you know who told him to sacrifice you to catch fish?
I'll look at Tybor and be like, "Can you flip that boat from underneath?" Oh, you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm on mute because I'm
Oh,
eating
okay.
dinner. But I don't think I could.
Okay.
I mean,
Lucky
it's a
day.
fishing boat. It's not a canoe. With a canoe, yeah, maybe. Did I notice a rope hanging over the side?
No, from the bag.
Oh, well, I didn't hold on to that, no. I was more worried about getting her out alive. And my backpack's on the shore.
Is the little girl in distress? Does she need a healer?
Was there any
So
rope
we should
hanging over
row
the side
back.
of this boat that was out there? Well, I'll swim back over there and kind of surveil it from underneath to see. Using my dex, I'm gonna try and grab it and pull it out as fast as possible from underneath the boat, right? I'm coming up direct underneath so he can't see me. And then I'm going to try and do like a sleight of hand to steal it. And then I'm going to start swimming down to the bottom again till I can feel it grab. So I know that it's actually hooked. And I'm going to start swimming back towards the other boat. Okay. Start swimming back to those guys and the shore, I guess. Under. I'm not coming up. Okay. So did it seem like he was drunk? Okay. Okay. Well, I'm gonna just keep swimming. I'm gonna do the Nemo thing or the Dory thing. I'm just gonna keep swimming to the shore since I can swim really well underwater and I can breathe underwater. Oh, by the way, guys, you noticed that I was actually a female. And then what you see coming out of the water though is Tybor himself. He's no longer blue with blue hair. He's dark with pale blonde hair.
And Mr. Giles, do a medicine check on Pluto. 17. All right, I'll relay it to it. It doesn't look like intoxication. It could be magic. He seems healthy enough. He just tried to kill a little girl. I don't know what we're going to do with that.
Hog time, take him back to the village.
Yeah, just tie his hands behind his back and
We can stick a rope through it, carry him like we're gonna roast him over a fire or whatever.
no, you don't need to do that. He can walk.
Now, do we want to try to make the rest of the loop around the lake before we go back to town, or?
I wonder if there's a temple in town or a wizard that could cast the spell magic. We're already out here. If he's not going to freak out and run, we could tie his legs together so he can't run, but he can walk, and kind of like ball and chain him a little bit.
We need to get this girl back to her father, though.
Yeah, Do you think they could go all the way around the lake, or do we want to take them back and then come back?
I would take them straight back because, you
All
know,
right.
she's seen trauma enough. If we take her and we get into another fight, she's gonna lose it.
Yeah. All right. That's fair. I don't know that I want this guy like walking at our backs anyway.
Do Rod? Do I get any kind of sense that she's like me? Okay. Okay. One of the gypsy folk. Okay. Head back to the gate. Tell the, tell the gate guard this guy just tried to murder this girl. He had her. He threw her over the side of his boat. Tried to drown her. She was in a burlap sack. I had to save her from under the water.
Guys, you do that. I'm going with the guards. Guards, come with me. We need to take him to the temple because he's enchanted. What's the last thing you remember?
Last,
Did you
last,
talk with anyone?
hang on. Last night when all the ruckus went down between us and the guards there, I was kind of hoping to put him in a timeline with us so that we might have seen something. Okay. And we don't remember seeing him there last night? Okay.
What
He
about
remembers
wolves? What do you
wolves?
mean? What do you mean wolves?
Wolves seem to be a theme around this town.
Yeah, they do. So do trying to kill children.
You kidnapped this little girl. You had her in a burlap sack and you threw her over the side of your boat. You were saying something about trying to increase your fishing ability so you could get more wine. Yep. Well, this morning you tried to do something a little extra.
So, do you fish from the bank or fish from a boat? Do you own a boat? So you're a thief.
Okay.
Where would you get the
Uh,
notion that sacrificing a Dasani child would be lucky for fishing?
let's take the little girl to her father. The guards have got this drunk, apparently.
I'm gonna go with the guards and take him to the temple. We need to have the temple watch him. I'm going to see as I'm flipping through my spell book in game and in real life. I'm trying to see if there's maybe like a mind read, something that the temple might or a wizard might higher level than me might be able to like get into his mind or something.
Unfortunately, Aggie's not here because she's got that like detect thoughts or read thoughts.
Yeah,
spell.
yeah. I don't know that that's going to be weird though, because I think what he's thinking now is just confusion. I think
Yeah,
it's like something we're going to have to like. I'm assuming it's going to have to be something high level that I can't, that Aggie and I can't cast. But maybe the DM will allow a priest or a wizard to read his mind. Maybe divination, but I don't think that would read minds. Yeah, but I think that would just read his mind now. I don't think that would read his mind like we need
yeah,
something that like gets like down into his psyche. Because like right now he's just like I'm confused. I don't know what you're talking about, and I really believe him. There's
yeah.
something that he doesn't remember that he knows. We're gonna have to like get into his head. Yeah, come. You guys take the little girl. You guards come with me, or at least one of you come with me.
And Rod, on the I'm gonna look at the little girl and I'm gonna say, "Do you know how to get to your house? Can you kind of guide us?" Sorry, I was changing back my character race. Where were you? Okay, all right. So take Noi with you. Amazing.
Yeah,
Okay, and Rocky, you come with me. Rob, where are you gonna go?
I'm going to go
I'm
with
gonna
you.
go with I'm gonna go with you all, but I'm gonna look at Arabelle and say, do you want to go back home?
She's not the she's not the one that we're trying to find.
Well, I'm just making sure we're not taking her back into a worse situation, or at least trying to.
All right, got my character back. All right. Well, I'm gonna tell him exactly what I had to do. So if she ever says anything like he kissed her, like I kissed her, I want him to know exactly what I did to save her life and to keep her alive. Okay. Just wanting to be Yeah, no, I just wanted you to be transparent. So if she ever says anything like that, you don't think I did something I wasn't supposed to.
Do you know how he got your daughter?
So I'm gonna look at the window and I'm gonna using my thieves skills. I'm gonna look to see did he just pry it open? Okay. So I I point this out to the father and I say you might want to do some work on this to make the latch work again. And maybe a few cactus or big succulent plants that have pointy things on outside of your daughter's window might be good too. That'll also dissuade her from sneaking out when she gets older. I just put my girls up on the second floor so they just won't sneak out.
Yep.
Well, it was new construction. It was new construction here, so there's definitely no big trees outside of my windows.
Huh? I didn't crawl out the window, but I remember that tree being close enough to do it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
nice. Wow. All right. What is? How many people do we have?
3.
No, no. There's 5 of us, right? Yes, I am a thief, but I'm not a crook to my teammates, right? There's 5 of us, right?
Yeah.
So everybody gets 70 gold.
Sweet.
Yeah,
You're going to cost enough. Once rested.
Sounds like it no longer rests there. Well, Robin, Rocky, and I are not there. Rob, what is your character's name? Why can I not remember that?
Because we garble it. It's Miss Gill
That's right.
or Miss Guile. Can you all hear the grandfather clock in the background keep going off?
Nope.
No. That's probably going to set the mood for a Gothic-inspired D&D campaign.
Well, I thought it was kind of cool. It goes off every quarter hour, and of course longer for the hours when it amps up. But I was going to mute it if it was bothering anybody.
I've got one too.
We're going to walk in, and I'm going to talk to the first priest I can find. To raise spirits? Like magically or like motivationally? Okay.
I'll be right back. I gotta fill up my water bottle.
Cool. I'm going to ask him if he can help us with a murder investigation involving a small child. I'm going to ask him if he has a good enough connection to his god to cast the 5th level spell Commune. How much would you like us to donate? I don't have much. How about the safety of your town? Because I believe this man was bewitched of the mind and tried to kill the young girl, and I say her name, whatever her name was, or I asked the guard, what was her name? He stole her out of her window at night and tried to drown her in the lake. When we stopped him and saved her, so surely one less grave in your graveyard is worth helping us solve an investigation. Like what? What kind of crimes has he been accused of? So surely for one spell, you could help me understand a few things. Number one, we might be able to save the life of this innocent man, potentially, if he is innocent. And we should know from your deity without a shadow of a doubt whether or not he is innocent or not of trying to murder a child in the village. One. Number two, you can help me save another child potentially. And number three, I might be able to solve some more of these murders for you. I will do all of this and take care of these problems if you will cast a spell for me. And I'll donate 50 gold pieces. Can you cast the spell Commune? He said, what did he say? Okay, I'll follow him. Okay, it is a 5th level divination. It takes him 1 minute to cast, and all he needs is some incense and a vial of holy water. The duration will last 1 minute. We will contact his deity or a divine proxy thereof and ask up to 3 questions that can be answered with a yes or no. I will say, was this man possessed by someone living in this town? I will say, what's the girl's name, Rod? For I always, whatever her name is, from Mad Mary, Mad Mardigan, whatever her daughter that we're looking for, Gertrude, right? Is Gertrude near the lake or the river near this town? And then I will say, is the person killing townsfolk a werewolf? That's my 3 questions. So, at least we know he was bewitched by someone in this town, and you also have a werewolf problem. But the girl we're looking for is not, I don't think, where we think she is supposed to be. Or I'm misinterpreting what this Vistani lady told me in the cards.
Yeah.
What do
Maybe
you
it was
think?
this girl. Maybe it was this girl all along.
Should we go ask?
The gypsy woman is the one that told you that. Maybe she was meaning this little girl was the girl we were supposed to save. Hmm.
Oh, so I'm thinking it was one and the same, and it may not be.
Right. That's kind of what.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Cause she just said
So
her favorite girl.
we did technically fulfill. Now we found
Yep.
the Sun Sword. We found the guy because it's what's his name, and the girl, it's what's her name, that are supposed to meet us at the end at some point, and we saved the kid, and that was the last part of the prophecy, wasn't it? Or not a prophecy, but a fortune telling. What was it? I had it written down, and when D20 or when Roll20 updated, I think it dumped my journal.
They're all in all those cards are in the. So there's 5 total. What is it? The Tome of Strahd, the Holy Symbol of Ravenkind, which we haven't found yet. The Sun Sword, Strahd's Enemy, which we found. That's the dude, and then Strahd.
Well, we know Strahd. I think we already know Strahd is a vampire, right? Somebody told us that.
Yeah.
So it's the fortress with inside a fortress in a hidden place behind fire. Is
Yeah,
the one.
I'm assuming that's in a fortress within a fortress.
Yeah.
That sounds like that's either in a dungeon or maybe this haunted manor, or if this dude's a vampire, if he lives in that castle up on the hill, maybe something like that.
Uh-oh. There's okay. No. Yeah.
But what was the significance of finding the girl? The one in the rowboat? I want to go back and talk to her and her father.
Well, we're coming to you, so
So I'll come out and I'll look at the guards and I'll say, okay, here's the deal. And the priest here, we talked to his deity. We found out some information that you guys need to know. And he can reaffirm what I'm trying to tell you. Number one, this man is technically innocent because he has been bewitched by someone here in this town. Number two, you have a werewolf problem in this town. The people getting killed are being killed by a werewolf.
can anybody hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, because you stopped at number 2. I was expecting you to go.
Yeah, well, number three is the girl. I don't think they care about that. I'm trying to find the Mad Mary's daughter, girl, whatever, Gertrude. So that was more. I don't think the town cares about that as much. Yeah, she's from the other town.
So I'm rereading these cards. Yeah, it's a card 3, the Sun Sword. But then there's the three glyphs, which we saw the 3 glyphs. But then it says, look to the west, find a pool blessed by the light of the white sun, which we have not seen a pool blessed by the light of the white sun. So each card may have multiple things that we're trying to accomplish.
Yeah. Huh. I would ask the priest, I would say, is there any type of water besides the river
Oh
To
yeah,
the west of here?
there's all kinds of water around here.
Not to the, I mean, to the west though, particularly, not a river, but maybe a pool of some kind? Another lake, perhaps? The priest. The seer.
Yeah, can you give us the map again? East. I don't see a pool. East. Oh, southeast.
Do we have a map of, or are we just
Oh,
going off of directions from people?
we were there.
That's where the
Gypsies were.
gypsies were.
Yeah. So he's saying there's a pool of water here, and he doesn't say anything about like this one. Okay.
Well, I would be thinking more like, what is this over here? It looks like probably a lighthouse, but there is another pool of water to the west.
Yeah, right here. Right here.
And it looks like there's like a lighthouse or some kind of something up here.
Yeah. Are there any? Are we there? Have we caught up to John? Asking if there's any ruins of a castle somewhere in the area. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm asking
Yeah,
the
because I
priest.
would have written down all the stuff from the gypsy. And hopefully, Roll20 wouldn't have dumped my journal in real life if I would have written it in ink. A hag?
but not a werewolf.
Oh, no problem. Hags, no problem.
We already ran into 3 of them. Yeah, at the old mill, south of here, south and east of here. And they were grinding up bones of small children.
Children.
We took care of them, and we brought 2 children back to your town from the windmill. We saved them. And then we saved a little girl today, so apparently something is after your children, not just your adults. The old windmill south and east of your town. It's this one, Rod. So yeah, I'm gonna tell him, if you march southeast directly out of the center of town, you'd run into the hill that it's on once you cross through the woods. Yeah, she was a night hag, and she fled us, but we got her 2 other hags that were there.
I got her Hearthstone. Yeah, that apparently I can't remember what it does, but I looked it up last time and it allows me to do something. So that's cool.
Probably turn ethereal.
I don't think it was turn ethereal. It was something minor, but something that could be very helpful. The Hearthstone. It is a very rare item. Oh, it cures all diseases.
Oh, nice.
Yep. So we cannot be diseased. You just have to hold the Hearthstone and it'll cure your diseases. Which should come in particular handy for both Pog and Noi for undisclosed circumstances and reasons.
Oh my god. Yeah, it just don't give it to Noi to carry, or she might become a sober druid.
Yeah.
I guess I shouldn't say it or they would not become, or so they don't become a sober druid. Um, so do we have this map? Okay, so I'm gonna ask him about that place. This one. That's right. What can you tell us about that?
Kazam? Oh, Kazam. I'll say, I think there was a movie that was supposed to be really bad called Kazam.
Shazam.
Shazam. Oh, Shaq, wasn't it?
Is okay. Mhm.
And that's that tower over there.
Yeah. Okay.
So the vampire killed a lich.
Suppose.
Well, Strahd sounds lovely. I'm sure my hypnotic pattern will do very well against him.
Yeah. So this area further east or west of that looks like a town right here. Is that a town? Okay.
So here's what I say. I think our immediate threat is we have a werewolf problem. I wonder if we go and investigate the haunted mansion, if it's not so haunted, but it's a wolf den. Then we could go check out the tower and see what's going on there. Then we could check out the ruins and see what's going on there.
Where were the ruins again?
They were south.
Is this them?
I think that's them. That looks like them.
It looks like ruins, but yeah. So nope. Where are they? Oh, it's right here. It's right here.
Oh, there it is. Yeah,
Right here.
it's past whatever this is. All right.
Wait,
We could hit
which
two
one?
birds with one stone there.
Did you say this is it or this is it?
That's it
Okay.
at the bottom. But there's something else up there on that hill.
Yeah. Ask the priest if he knows what this is. We've not seen it yet, though. So okay. Another place to check out.
Yeah, we could hit both of them on the way down south.
Yeah.
So we could. Maybe there's some artifacts there that might help us.
Yeah. Like a clerical relic.
I was thinking more along the lines of a machine gun, but yours might help too.
The holy symbol of Ravenkind is something we're looking for.
Is it?
Card 2. Yep.
Okay. Okay. So
The card tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope.
yeah, that sounds like a good. That or the ruins, either one might be a good place to hide that.
Yeah.
How about we go? The immediate threat is we already have a tiger on the loose. Now we've got a flipping werewolf on the loose. How about we check out this haunted mansion, which I have a feeling might be haunted by a werewolf?
Rod, can you put up the city map again? Because I'd like to ask the priest where it is.
you know, Noi told me she voted for the Haunted Mansion too.
Yeah, I mean, we want to take care of the immediate threat to this town
Yeah.
before we
And then
leave.
we could go gallivanting get the west side cleared and see what we can find.
There you go. So, ask Mr. Priest. So, do you know where this haunted mansion is?
My guess is here. My guess is it's right here. Oh, that was close. You're on the wrong map. You need to pull up the map of Magic Kingdom.
Uh,
I was thinking the same thing. Yeah,
Disney's Haunted Mansion.
yeah. Def-
Oh yeah, it's awesome ride.
yeah, definitely PG.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say when we went into the Haunted Mansion, I was gonna do the old Eddie Murphy, come out wherever you are. Town's haunted by Eddie Murphy.
That's a big spider. Just whack it. I can whack it. You whack it. Give me that newspaper. The girl comes running in, grabs the magazine, and smashes the spider. I just like the Tilly sisters in it, or one of them. Is it Meg Tilly? No. Oh,
The Haunted Mansion's not in town? Huh.
was it the lady in the bar that told us about the Haunted Mansion?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if Aggie wanted to go there anyway, we can wait on her.
So once we leave the chapel, I'm gonna look at Pog and I'm gonna say, so I found it quite interesting that guard hit him. Like he knew that would break the spell.
Huh.
Say that again, Rod. Yeah, that's what I'm telling Pog. I'm telling Pog that I'm saying it out loud for everybody to hear that. I'm like, this guy disappeared from the bar last night sometime. So the bar's involved somehow. There's all kinds of guards in the bar, and this guard just possibly happened to know to punch this guy.
Well, the other thing is too, yeah, every time I feel like we're taking a step forward, I think we're taking 2 steps back. There's a lot more going on here than meets the eye than this gypsy lady told us. I mean, just putting 2 and 2 together, I guess, you know, if for some reason they want us to get rid of a vampire, a sun sword would certainly help. But other than that, a lot of these things aren't making sense, and it seems like there's a lot going on here They didn't even know that hags were stealing their children and grinding them up for pies. Literally half a day's walk from their doorstep. This dude's gotten possessed by someone in town. There's a
Which is
werewolf in
also,
town.
that's
There's a
also a hag.
tiger in town.
That's also a hag's ability, though. It's just charm people.
It's true. Could there be more than one hag in this town?
There
A
could be
werewolf's
another
not going to
hag in
charm
the town.
anybody. A werewolf's just going to go crazy.
Right. So I don't think the leader of what's going on in here is a werewolf.
We
I think
could have a lich
you could
on
have
the
all
west
kinds
side
of
of
things.
town.
Yeah. So, but just how hostile those and how quick they reacted in that bar, I'm now starting to suspect that the soldiers in the bar are working for whoever this is that's bad.
I think it's the burgomaster because he's already got this other dude in prison, and his mom keeps coming to the temple to pray for his release. And they say that he's killing people with a shovel, but it looks like claw marks, which to me says these people are being killed by this werewolf.
Wait. What do you mean? What are you talking about?
So when I had to talk to this priest, and we
Before we
asked
show up?
his god
But this was
about
before I was there, right? So my
yeah
character wouldn't have heard any of this.
yeah.
That's why
So
I'm playing my character going, wait,
okay,
what?
yeah. So actually, before we talked to his god, he was telling me the people in town are getting killed, and this old woman comes every night to pray at the temple for her son's release because he's been killing people with a shovel, but he's been in prison for killing people with a shovel. But the priest says that the shovel marks oddly look like claw marks as well. I think this is the werewolf because then we asked, I've had my suspicions that there's been a werewolf in town. And now this tiger's on the loose, so we're not going to know what's going on between, is it a wild tiger on the loose or are we getting werewolf attacks? But we've got to find this werewolf because he's going to either turn more people or kill a bunch of people as he already has. And I think this guy is a werewolf and doesn't know it or is being framed for the deaths of these werewolves. And I know this is a werewolf in town because we asked the deity specifically. I asked, is there a werewolf in the town? And he said yes.
So there's a lot of different layers going on in this town, it feels like all of a sudden. But
yes, and the only lead we have within the town right now is the haunted mansion.
Well, but we don't know that that's even in the town.
And that's true. That might not be in the town.
Right.
But
so
the guards, but what gets me about it, why I say the burgomaster is he was already, the priest mentioned he was already in trouble for speaking out against the burgomaster.
Well, that could just be a corrupt burgomaster trying to protect his power.
It could be, but there's a lot of strange coincidences going on in this town, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. But
what was he speaking out about is my question. Maybe we should go talk to him.
Or talk to his mom.
He was saying, hey, the burgomaster's stealing gold out of the taxes to go buy extra drinks at the bar. Then, yeah, the burgomaster's probably protecting his power. But what might this guy know that the burgomaster doesn't want him to know?
So she comes up every night to pray. Maybe we should talk to the mother, just find out what she knows about what he was speaking out about.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll let us into the prison just to interrogate this guy.
But that also tells the burgomaster somebody's looking into it. So let's not tip that hand until we have to.
Yeah.
So let's try and figure out some stuff quietly. But I also suspect something's going on at the end, just because of how quick those guards were to react, and then of course that one guard just punches somebody, and all of a sudden the spell's broken.
Yeah.
So when a spell's broken, right, you can't detect who cast it, but if it's still active, you might be able to trace it.
Rodney, can I roll an Arcana check to see if I would know that you can pass along a mind control spell through drinking wine, or if it would actually have to be like cast? I'm trying to like see if I know enough about magic that so this drunk guy, this town drunk got possessed, right? I'm trying to see if in my arcane knowledge I would know that you can put some kind of spell component into wine, and if he drinks it, you take control of him, or if it would actually have to be a spell. So I guess I'm trying to glean if he could have been, for lack of a better term, poisoned at the bar from drinking wine that night, or if it was somebody had to have like caught him in the alley after he left the bar drunk and cast a spell on him.
Yeah, I'd say it probably has to be a spell.
Okay, so do I need to roll for that, or did I just know that?
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
17.
Yeah.
So I tell him, okay, I don't think it's the barkeep most likely, because there's no way you can just like put like magical powder in someone's wine and then like take over their mind. It would actually have to be a spell that was cast on this dude. So it might not have been at the bar. It could have been, but it could have been after he left the bar. But then again, he said the last thing he remembers was drinking at the bar.
Yep.
So I suspect something nefarious is going on there, but whether it has to do with the deaths or anything like that, I don't know. But like I said, it feels like there's multiple layers of crap that's going on. But that whatever happened to him is bad enough because he's trying to drown a child for some reason. And yes, we know what he was saying, or what she said he was saying, but we don't know whether that's truly what was implanted in his brain, or if the way he was justifying it to himself, even though being mind controlled, was that.
Now,
right? So there's all kinds of things that could be going on.
let me throw this out there. Who do you guys know that doesn't have to be present to take over somebody's mind? In fact, I believe you guys have experienced something firsthand.
Yeah, so Rocky was taken over, right? Because he attacked us.
Yep.
Yeah.
But we never saw the guy, or it was a guy, but we don't know what he was, right?
I don't know. What do you remember, Rocky?
There were werewolves.
That's right. That's when we were having the werewolf attack, and then you got taken over, and the dude like took you over, and then you broke the spell, and then he was just out. I tried to cast hypnotic pattern on him to stop him, and he was just out.
Yeah, he just left.
That's right. That was
before we got to the first
Bavaria or whatever. Barovia, whatever.
Yeah, before we got to Barovia.
Do you think the other two would know anything about this? Any of this?
Who?
So, let me ask, in this setting, are gypsies considered to be, and this is out of character knowledge, this is just something I've been pondering, are gypsies considered to be witches in this?
I don't think so. The gypsies are, this is out of game knowledge.
Right.
They're known or suspected to be helping Strahd. They are moving freely in and out of Bavaria. They're the only one that's not trapped in this area.
But where we were being told by them, or we were told in a way to, it feels like, let me say it this way, our characters were told, based on John's reading, that's a way to defeat him.
That's correct.
Because they're giving us weapons and stuff to help us defeat him.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously that thought process is wrong.
Maybe.
Or we just ran into a good one.
Or she's trying to set us up.
But you don't set somebody up in a way by giving them specific weapons to do damage to vampires.
Who said it does damage to vampires?
That sword does extra damage against undead.
Which is what?
The sun sword. The sun sword does extra damage against undead creatures. Yes, yeah. which a vampire is undead.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is witches. So is zombies.
So, yeah, but also the card too, the holy symbol of Ravenkind. The card tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope. So I mean, there's a lot of, and then the Strahd's enemy. The card sheds light on the one who will help greatly in the battle against darkness. So I mean, everything that these cards told was a way to defeat Strahd.
Uh-huh.
So I think we start the next session waiting and maybe just like taking a short rest at the church.
Or we could go back to the inn.
And we could get the other two and then come back to the church at night.
Yeah, because she prays at night.
Talk to the lady who comes to pray, and then go directly to the haunted mansion from there, because who doesn't want to go to a haunted mansion at midnight?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, can we leave? I can always leave, but if the gates are closed, will they open the gates to let us leave at night?
Don't know.
Don't forget, I also have the Mesa Disruption now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Rocky's got the Sun Sword, so
I say what we do by ending this tonight, we head back to the inn to take a short rest, get lunch, eat, and talk through everything, and look to see if the pretty lady's still there. And then we can start off with the pretty lady and Noi.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know that Arabella had jet black hair like the pretty lady.
Yeah. But her father's house didn't look like that. He wasn't dressed as nicely as far as the way Rod described it.
Yeah.
No.
But most of the people in this town have jet black hair, right? And the pale skin.
Vistanis.
Right.
Majority of Vistanis.
Yeah, but aren't most of the people in this plane Vistanis?
Pretty much. I mean, you have a lot of Vistanis.
Yeah.
Not all the gypsies though.
Right. So,
cool.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
And so I'm going to just sit there and think about everything that, John Pog just told us about what the priest said, and then what the priest was telling us about the surrounding areas. And I'm going to ask, because there was something interesting that he said about the Lich. And he said something about an Amber Temple.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Does that strike anybody as familiar? Because it doesn't strike me as familiar.
No.
But it caught my attention because he said temple.
The Temple of Amber.
And of course, my mind went straight to Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
And I think that's why it struck me as interesting, because a wizard, an arch wizard, went to the Temple of Amber and found something that might help him become a lich. So that to me is something that has a lot of historical significance, but I can't come up with anything. Even out of player knowledge, I can't come up with anything on that.
Pog says, I don't know a Temple of Amber. I do know a Temple of Mirrors, but we'd have to switch Rocky for Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Is that willingly or unwillingly?
Arnold.
It's not a tumor.
Get to the chopper. Anyway.
We're going into a haunted mansion. Boy, we could really use Wilt Chamberlain right about now.
All right, guys, you have a good one.
You as well,
All
sir.
right,
Get off here.
I will
Yeah, all
stop
right.
the stream. We'll